Wait, can we edit that out?
And we're live.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Playing with Cricket.
He hates that tambourine.
He really does.
Mm.
He does not find joy in the tambourine.
Maybe we should change our whiteboard down here to not say Merry Christmas anymore.
You don't want to say Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas year round.
Oh my God.
Merry
Lost
Christmas.
all of our listeners right now. Just dead. Dead air. What are you doing, Cricket?
What is he doing?
He's just hitting it with his nose.
Do you want to play music? Are you a tambourine player? Is that why?
That's hilarious the way he's just staring at it. So, bought a computer.
Yeah, you did.
And now we got Logic Pro.
How crisp is this
So
motherfucking
crisp.
podcast?
So clean. Now you can actually hear us breathe and what our S's sound like. I could filter it out, use de-essers, but I won't. I'll just let everything sound like this. Oh.
So, how are you? How's your day?
It was really good.
How are you loving your new computer?
Fucking, it's amazing. It's still, there's a learning curve. Even though it's easier, I'm used to Pro Tools. And I haven't used Logic in about, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's everything's super easy, but you just have to think, how would I do this if this was easy? And I'm like, oh, I just swipe my finger across the mouse and it moves it. I'm so used to be like, what's the command? What do I Shift Alt Command M for move?
It just does things.
Yeah, just like, oh, it's super intuitive. Yeah.
Ooh, I can hear you scratching your beard. Ew.
Why does that sound so gross?
So, did you see that one girl that I tagged you in that does like the stupid sound stuff?
What? No.
Like she puts her hands and she specializes in making slime, like professional slime. And she sold her slime like all over the U.S. for craft stores. And so now she makes these sensory videos where it has like the sensory auto, like, or the audio, you know?
Yeah.
And so she slides her hand into the slime and you can hear it like go through all the little air bubbles.
Ew.
And then she'll take things and like she'll eat like chicken wings and she'll be like, this doesn't sound great. And then like start gnawing on a chicken wing. But it's really funny. I actually really
yeah, you
enjoy
did
her.
send me her actually.
She's pretty great.
She had the long nails.
Yeah, she has
Sounded
super
gross.
long nails. She like clacks them on the
She Mexican?
yeah, super.
Oh my God.
She's like that. She's that funny kind of Mexican.
Yeah.
They're just like fucking weird. I'm like, some indie person raised you.
No fucking shit.
It's like the type of Mexican that listens to Joy Division.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that. There's a type.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Morrissey, like Mexican Morrissey fans.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Mexi Tool fans. They have an interesting
I've been
taste.
filling these gin and tonics.
You're making the best gin tons around right now.
So I've been like craving. I've been on a gin and tonic kick. And I don't know if it's because I had one with Aunt Julie, but
They're tasting pretty damn good.
I'm a damn favorite. They're so good. They're just so refreshing. They're the right amount of sweet and bitter
Yeah.
and just all around deliciousness.
Pretty fucking great.
Like you know what I want to add into it? A little bit of mint.
Ooh.
A little bit of mint.
I like the Hendrix. Hendrix is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a great gin.
I really yeah. Those are the ones that are good, but that one's got it's
where it's at.
yeah.
We need to go to Idaho though, because Idaho's liquor is cheaper than it is in Washington,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
and we just need to make it happen.
Go there and just buy a bunch of booze.
Yeah.
Fill up our bar.
So, guys, in big news, this is one thing leads to another.
Oh, big news.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Marty.
I'm Amanda. Look at me.
Why?
But in bigger news, Bigotry news.
Bigotry news today.
Well, we're
Bigotry news.
we're planning a wedding.
And not just any wedding. Our wedding.
More so, I'm planning it. Marty's just kind of agreeing.
Yeah, I'm just passively going like, that sounds good. I
Well,
guess so.
I've noticed that I feel like I don't know if I notice it really or if it's just all in my head, but everybody is very scared of me.
Everyone's scared of you.
Anyone that's tried to plan this wedding with me in the past, and then I flipped out last year because I was like, no! And then...
'Cause that's what happens. Everyone goes, well, why don't you just do like a park or like, you know...
They try to throw in their own idea.
Do a non-denominational church. And you're like, I don't want to do it at any church.
I go real south real quick is what I've learned about myself.
Just do wine and beer. What about alcohol? That's harder.
I do. That's my main concern is liquor.
Yeah, you're pretty quick to just go, it's not going to happen.
I am. So I feel like no one believes me is really what's happening.
The boy who cried a wedding.
Like, I love my neighbor. She wanted to do it in her backyard. I don't have the heart yet to tell her that we're not doing it in her backyard. And I hope she listens to this because it's the only way that I'll tell her.
Oh my God.
She'll like plan the whole thing and then I'll be like, just kidding, we're dancing around.
Day of. We're not going to go. It's like,
I'm not RSVPing to my own wedding.
anyways, here's the invitation.
Bride is missing in action.
Everyone must bring 3 presents.
But we're going to do a wedding up here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited, but we just have to figure out where we're doing it because that I do not know.
Yeah.
I have a date in mind, but that date could change because of the availability.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out a good weather situation. I mean, you can't predict the weather, so.
Especially not up here.
It is crazy right now. It's knock on a big table that's wood. It's been moderate and kind of raining every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like every few days, maybe like once a week it
was
rains.
48 degrees today.
Yeah. It's supposed to be snowy. But
I mean, at the end of this week, it's supposed to be a lot of snow.
We're in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Winter, snow on your dinner.
Yep. Snow on Cricket's dinner. You're so cute. Come here with your little body. Come here.
Yeah, I'm excited. I always wanted to have like, I don't know, a get together for us.
Yeah.
We've been together 9 years now.
Well, and I figure.
Pretty.
So.
Awesome.
I don't know. We won't talk about this on the podcast because it'll bore the fuck out of you guys. No one cares about anyone else's wedding.
But I like pastels.
But we do need to figure out food. I want to figure out what kind of food I want.
Yeah. Japanese burgers, everyone knows. Anyways,
I want ramen burgers.
we had a request from a podcast listener to talk about doing your own podcast.
Oh yeah, on the cheap.
On the ship.
Yeah. You guys can be like us.
Yeah.
On the cheap.
And
you don't need all the fancy shit. Marty just happened to have the fancy shit.
Yeah, I already had the fancy shit. I just needed to update some of the other fancy shit. But you can get really good sound quality, especially if you're only, you do 2 mics. You don't even have to do 2 mics. So we'll break it down. You can go as cheap as free and what's available to you now. Some people, Jesus, that was Amanda's stomach.
I'm so hungry. Marty won't feed me until the wedding.
Pony's growling on your lap.
Hi.
So from free to moderately expensive, but it's totally doable. And I think everyone who wants to do a podcast should do a podcast because who knows? You could be the next Joe Rogan.
You could.
And there's no reason why you shouldn't try.
I know. I love I think I love podcasting more for me than I do anything else. Like, it'd be awesome if I make money off podcasting.
Yeah, that'd be great.
However, I really enjoy it because it's a time for me to just sit and talk and not look at my phone. I don't know.
It forces us to have a conversation.
Yeah, even though we have conversations all the time. That's usually
True.
why we run out of things to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah, sometimes we come on here and it's like, oh, God, what are we going to talk about now?
We don't need time to do everything. And Marty doesn't like to talk about things. It's not as organic.
Yeah, well, then I feel staged. I hate that. I don't want to feel like I'm faking something.
Yeah, you can never be a comedian.
They
stage everything.
Yeah, I'm a free flow comedian.
Those are the ones that don't make it.
I do slam poetry.
Cricket,
you from a hoa tree.
A hoa tree. Is his head underneath my chair?
I cannot see him.
Okay, I don't know where he is.
I think he's walking around your chair. So yeah, you can use your cell phone. Mm-hmm. People do, even big podcasts, they've done this, and there's little adapters that you can buy on the cheap that are like stereo microphones that you can add to your iPhone, Android devices that work really well. And most recorders on your phone, the Apple recorder is great. You can download things that are free. They work perfectly fine.
Yeah.
What we were recording with before was GarageBand. That works perfectly fine. I mean, that was great quality for just two people talking.
Seriously.
Pony, why are you growling?
As he wags his tail.
I know he's so excited. Like, will you talk to me? I'm pissed. He's so grumpy.
I know. He's really pissed.
He's just giving Cricket side eye right now.
It's okay. I love you both. I have two hands.
Sad.
You can hear me scratch their fur.
It's despicable.
Yeah,
and then they sell podcast bundles on Musician's Friend, Sweetwater, Amazon, where you can get like some sort of interface that's cheap, like a 2-input interface, 2 microphones, 2 stands, and then all the way up until you're buying more and more expensive, getting into the hundreds of dollars worth of stuff.
Yeah.
But you can really you can do a podcast on the cheap, nearly for free. I mean, you can do it for free.
Yeah.
Almost every phone has a recorder on it now, and it's great quality.
It's true.
Yeah, and you actually. I don't know about Android. I know on Apple you can actually go in to your settings and adjust the sound quality of your voice recorder. Most people have it set on the factory setting, which is not very good sound quality, so that way it doesn't take up so much space on your phone. Mm-hmm. But if you do the maximum, you can actually, I think it's at like 16-bit, whatever, 44.1 hertz and all that. And you can upload that right onto your computer, or you can do it right from your phone.
Hell yeah.
And there's a lot of programs out there to... Oh, that's the other thing.
Is there like a specific app that you would say to get?
There's a few out there.
Or just kind of do your research on it?
We use... there's ones that you can pay for. There's free ones to get your podcast out there. We use Spreaker, and it's a small payment per month. And they take care of all the other stuff like advertising and things like that. And as we progress along, we can do our own reads. And they give you... I don't utilize a lot of what they have. Like they have marketing and imaging stuff that we could like add.
Yeah.
So our pictures, our audio, it could be like our theme song.
Yeah.
Instead, I put it in with our recording every time, like it's part of our template. Mm-hmm. You could have it on their template, and you don't have to worry about it, and they do it for you.
Yeah, but I like the way you bring it in.
I know. Well, I choose
the
timing of it and everything.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty great.
But yeah, there's a lot of options.
Customized.
Totally doable.
And I was thinking you should be an audio engineer. I know you don't want to do it, but I think it'd be a fun little side gig for you on the weekends.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. Especially nowadays, the bigger studios are all going inbox, which is basically like what the setup I have. I don't have the big mix consoles, but a lot of places don't have that anymore. Yeah. Andrew Sheps, I believe his name is. I met him once. But it was not for music. I was building a studio for him. Oh. But he is like a big Neve console guy well, was for years. And he worked with like Nirvana and some other bands you don't know. Big consoles,